Unit 2. Is he so? Hello Ducky, and welcome to Polari for Beginners. In this cute, dolly-sized show, I will teach you vocabulary and phrases used in the Polari language. Languages live so long as we speak them, so we're keeping this queen alive as best we can. Last time, we covered allo and tara. This time, we're talking about some words and phrases you can use to see if that strapping Omi you meet outside the cafeteria is one of us. Is he so? Just a warning, I'm going to be using lots of words which might be classed as a bit risky for non-LGBTQ plus folks to use when referring to LGBTQ plus folks. Some are known slurs. I am comfortable saying them, but you might not want to use them in front of the vicar, okay? So let's keep everything light and very boner. Let's go, Ducky. So imagine the scene. You've bumped into one of your good Omis on the ravishing streets of Soho. She's got a friend from her work with her. He was a tall, handsome Omi, lallies from his feet all the way up to his delicious dish. How can you tell if you have a chance in hell of getting with this fellow or not? Well, here are some lovely words and phrases in Polari that describe queer people. If one of these bon mots passes from his gorgeous lips, I imagine you might be in with a chance. AC/DC. This means bisexual, and it comes from the electrical phrase alternating direct current. Bitch. This means a feminine or femme gay man. Bold. This is a general term for a gay or bisexual man. You may observe someone doing something particularly homosexual on the street and say the following phrase: "Ooh, ain't he bold?" Repeat after me. "Ooh, ain't he bold?" Butch means a masculine, lesbian or bisexual woman. This can be used sarcastically to refer to effeminate men. Chicken. Chicken means a young gay man who is new to the scene. In a bar, a young man might walk in and you might hear someone say, "Oh, look at that spring chicken. Quite ready for a plucking." Dilly boy. A dilly boy is a male prostitute. Often they would ply their trade in London's Piccadilly Circus, which is where they get the name from. Donna. Donna is a woman. This comes from the Italian. Fruit. A fruit is a gay or bisexual man, often ripe, colourful, juicy, and delicious. A fruit is a flamboyant and healthy snack that should be taken daily. Omi, which means man, another word we get from Italian. Omi Poloni means an effeminate gay or bisexual man. Queen is an effeminate gay or bisexual man, often with a swish in her walk and a crown or a tiara on her head. So. This means homosexual or bisexual, as in the phrase, "Is he so?" Is he so? The pause here is important to communicate the meaning. Trade. Trade is a man who you sleep with, then send home. Often scruffy and rough around the edges, not the type you'd want to bring home to your mother. You can say, "Is he trade?" Meaning, is he down for some no strings attached sex? Polari, and by extension the English language, has several slurs for queer people. Here are some of my favourites. Buggerer, bummer, bumboy, batty boy, bender, chutney ferret, fudge packer, uphill gardener, pillow biter, shirt lifter, fairy, flamer, Nancy, Nelly, ponce, puff, puffter, woofter. Fag is a particularly difficult word, as it still holds a lot of negative association in the LGBTQ plus community, especially in the US. Over here in the UK, a fag is also a slang term for a cigarette, but you can often tell from the context whether you're experiencing a hate crime or being asked for a cigarette. Faggot has a similar association and is more used in UK slang as a derogatory term for gay or bisexual men. It has not experienced the same sort of reclaiming that the word queer has experienced over the past few decades, so I'd advise caution in using it. Faggy, as an adjective, is often used in a more light-hearted context amongst friends. Fag, faggy, fagging, where does this one come from? As with most etymologies, it's a little foggy. However, I'm aware of one compelling theory. There was a practice in the public boarding school system called fagging. For non-UK listeners, public boarding schools are for the rich and elite of the country, as parents have to pay a lot of money for tuition. Children are also sent away to live at these schools and grow up together. Fagging, in a boarding school sense, is when you get a boy from a younger year to do chores for you. Back in the 20th century, these boarding schools were drafty places, and every room had a fireplace to keep it warm. The younger boy would be asked to light the fire in the room of the older boy every morning. A faggot is also a name for a bundle of sticks tied tightly together for the use of starting a fire. So it could be that that is where we get the phrase fagging from, and by extension, fag, faggy, faggot. Another thing that is rife in boarding schools, apart from outrageous privilege, is explorations of homosexuality. This would go on between everyone and everyone, and you can imagine that if an older boy would ask his fag to do certain favours for him, certain other favours would also eventually come to pass. So, is he so? The key is to listen and communicate. He might be a beautiful, beefy Omi, but if he's not an Omi Poloni, a Queen, or AC/DC, he's just one of those lovely but clueless straights. Look and flirt all you like, but sis, don't fall for him. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you're looking for more resources about Polari, I recommend going to YouTube. Have you heard of it? And listening to the Julian and Sandy sketches, which were performed by Hugh Paddock and Kenneth Williams. These sketches are an amazing way to hear the musicality and beauty of the Polari language. As always, this podcast is dedicated to the patron saint of Polari, Kenneth Williams. My name is Eddus. Please follow me on Twitter. You can find me by searching for eddus, which is EDDUS. Let me know your stories about how Polari has touched your life. Thank you so much to the folks who have listened to Unit 1 and left comments asking for more. I really appreciate your feedback and positivity. I look forward to taking you through Unit 3 very soon. My Bella and Bona Omi Polonis. Ta-ra.